back to my channel. My name is Bree Buonomo. Today I am so excited. Like, maybe I don't look as excited because I'm kind of tired right now, but I am so excited because I got asked to be part of an affiliate program, and this is like the closest thing I have to a sponsored / partnership ever so far, and it just seems wild that like little old me gets to have this opportunity, and I'm just so excited to talk about it. I'm sure you guys have heard of this company before because being on AuthorTube and watching AuthorTube, I get the ads all the time, and that company is Reedsy. I was asked if I wanted to participate in their upcoming How to Write a Novel course, and by doing so, I could also share an affiliate link with everybody. For anybody interested in any of their programs, they can also get 10% off, and like, that is so cool. So I figured what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys week by week and then maybe do an overall wrap-up video on my thoughts of this program. So let's get into the details, shall we? So when Reedsy approached me, I'm not gonna lie, my first thought was this is a scam, because anything that anyone has ever reached out to me for so far in my AuthorTube email has been a scam. And like the one thing that might not have been a scam, they flaked on me after I started asking them questions. But Reedsy, like, everything looked legit, and I have already been a member of Reedsy on the book side of things. I've never been really on the writer side, so I've never used their website for any kind of professional help, but I do know they're a credible resource. They have the ads, they have a lot of people who promote them and a lot of people who work with them. I know the AuthorTuber Shaylin Wrights also works with them, or had in the past. So that is to say that I felt very secure taking this kind of affiliate promotional deal with them because I know that they have been around for ages and lots of people have used them. So the course in question is How to Write a Novel with Tom Bromley. I actually don't know who Tom is, but I mean, if he's teaching a course, I feel like that must be legit. And the way that this is set up is that there are different cohorts. So when you join one of these classes, this type of class in particular, where it's like a course, it is several weeks long, and you have to join like the cohort. So I am starting on February 19th with this cohort, and then the next one will start after this one ends, which I think is in April or May. So if you're interested and you are interested to see like how this might help you, obviously follow along with my vlogs as I participate in this program, because you could have a chance to jump into the next cohort. One thing I really like about this website is that the dashboard is super user-friendly. I love that it has prep sessions. So this is like week 0, and this is where we'll be beginning for this week. And then you can set up your book. I do have my book, which I'm actually going to go back to Vampire, so I'm going to be able to upload my outline. And there is probably a lot of things I'm going to end up changing in the beginning of Vampire because I was not in the best headspace when I was writing it. And then this will tell you down here all the events that we are going to be doing, and these are the first ones that are live. So this is a mixture of pre-recorded videos, live events, and there's feedback. So as you can see here, this is the first live editing session where you would be submitting your work. And I don't know if I'm assuming with only an hour of time, they're not going to get to everyone's information, but hey, there is stuff going on, you know? So my initial thoughts of this program is that, like I said, the dashboard's super user-friendly and it looks legit. The goal of this course is to write a full novel with 75,000 words in 101 days. So that is a roughly 3-month period, so give or take 12 weeks. So everything should be done by this time, but it is very labor intensive. From when I was researching it to make sure that I wanted to do this and I could do it, which I'm still not fully sure, it seems like it's a 10-hour a week course, when all is said and done, between all the videos, the live sessions, and the writing, because the goal is to write 5,000 words every week so that you can get to your 75,000. It is very intensive. So if you do not have the time commitment, this is not going to be the program for you. Like I said, I don't know if I have the time commitment half the time, but I didn't want to pass up this opportunity because I thought for me, this was going to be what I needed to motivate myself to finish my novel. I'm very passionate about this novel, but I lost some of that spark to really work on it and get into the nitty-gritty of it because I wasn't in the best headspace last November. So now that I'm feeling better and I want this to motivate me more, I think I'm just gonna take the plunge. Really, if I break things down and do things in a consistent pattern, which is gonna really take a lot out of me to stay structured and focused, I think this is very doable. The only other thing I wanna say is that these courses are kind of akin to a course you might take in college, at least for the structure and the price range. This is technically cheaper than a college course, I would say, for most college courses, but it is $1,250. And you can do that in 3 different payments. So if you are looking to invest, this is a big cost up front. Or like I said, it is in payments. I think you had to put your deposit on before the first class starts on the 19th for this cohort, and it had to be like a quarter of the price. So I think that was like $350, $400. So just keep in mind that if you are looking into this course, it is pricier, and that is something that may not be accessible to everyone. Now, if it's something you can save for and you want to do, and after hearing my reviews of it, maybe this will be convincing to you, I do have that link down below that you can utilize. And you can use that in any of their courses, not just the How to Write a Novel one. It is for any of their services. So I wanted to say that because I want to be transparent. This would probably not be something I would pay up front for right now in my life if they didn't offer it to me, because it's a lot of money. However, having taken college courses back when I was an undergrad, 10 years ago now, because I'm so old, I spent a lot of money on my college courses, and there were some of them that were worth every penny. Since this is cheaper than that college course, you know, it is maybe a little bit better in some ways, but I've also taken college courses that were absolute trash and I learned nothing from. So at the very least, this already looks better than some of those college classes I took, because like I said, I really liked writing, but some of them were just like, write something down, let's read it in class, you're done. And you don't learn anything from that. So I am probably going to compare this to my best writing class I ever took, which was my horror writing class in my junior year. And that was a whole semester's worth of material with a lot of peer feedback and review and revision. So that's what I can go off of as far as courses go, and that's the only thing I can compare it to. So with that said, we are going to be doing week 0 and week 1 in this video. I initially was just going to do a whole vlog of the whole course, but I think that's going to be too hard for me to manage. And also, I'm a talker. We know this. I'm going to want to talk about everything, and I feel like I will end up having a 6-hour video if I did it all in one go. So we're going to do 0 and 1 this week, and tonight I am actually going to start working on my prep work. So there are 5 videos. They're all about 10 to 20 minutes long, which again plays into that whole 10-hour work week type of thing. I think they said that all the videos will be up to an hour plus a live session in the week, and then all of the writing you should be doing. So yeah, we're gonna watch the pitch first, and I'm also gonna do my book title and upload my outline. So wish me well. I'm super excited to be able to have this opportunity to do this course, and I'm really excited to get back into vampire. So I hope you guys are interested. Stay tuned. I will let you know my thoughts on everything as we go, and I'll also let you know my progress on my novel itself and if this has helped me at all. Welcome to the video, welcome to the vlog, welcome to the first video in this series of me reviewing How to Write a Novel through Reedsy. Hello friends, so I just figured my week 0, and these are some of my thoughts. So it literally is just prep work. It followed the 5 Ps. So your pitch, protagonist, plot, point of view, and place. And I do think those are really good things to consider when you're starting out on your writing journey. Kind of getting your bearings and stuff like that, which I already have some for a vampire because this was plotted out already. Despite plotting it out, I do think this made me take a couple minutes to actually flesh out some other things, just write stuff down,
particularly my wants and needs of my two main characters, my main human character and my main vampire. I do think that was relatively important, and even though I kind of knew what it was, writing it out made it more clearer for me. And I think it's going to help the plot overall when I'm really drafting to keep that in mind now. So I am glad I did that because it's going to show like what the character wants and what they actually need and how to get them there. I also worked on my pitch, which is something I have never done before, surprisingly. I feel like I should have, but like I'm not someone who's probably going to get to go to a conference ever because they're often like in big cities that I can't attend. So the fact that I could make one, even if I'm never going to use it, was fun. So I'll share my elevator pitch here, and it could be a work in progress. Maybe it's not the best, but I'm pretty proud of it because it's the first one I've ever written. When a young woman is bitten by a vampire in a drug deal gone wrong, she forms an unhealthy relationship with another vampire whose obsession with doing what's right turns to possession as her death draws nearer. And that's my book. So let me know what you think if you would read it based on that pitch. And if you have any tips on how to make it better, let me know. But yeah, so as far as the week 0 goes, I do think this is all stuff that you can get on the internet, right? Like we all know like how to prep for a book and we could do a quick search, but it was nice to hear his points of like why these are important. He also had a lot of resources, like he brought up a lot of books, he brought up a lot of examples, and this is very current because like he brought in like newer books to read, like based on like who did their plot well or how they made their characters work for them. And he also talked about the pandemic, so like it's not like you're listening to this from like 10 years ago. It is relative and updated for the modern audience, so that's good to hear. These are refreshing, at least because I recognize names and authors and things he's talking about. So overall, it was a good prep session. I am very excited to get back into my novel. I'm already kind of thinking about how I'm going to be rewriting some things I wrote down. For instance, like when I was thinking about the setting in particular, like the place where it's going to be, I realized that I'm doing this in rural Pennsylvania. So having like a nightclub, like an actual nightclub, is not going to really work, but having a dive bar that's trying to act like a nightclub would. And I do think I have to just rework that to make it seem a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do when I start writing again. But I am excited. It is the 17th today, and my course officially starts on Monday the 19th. So I will be back for week 1, and we'll see how the course goes. Hey guys, so it is day 2 of my Reedsy program, and so far things are going pretty well. So I didn't realize, like I thought I could only watch the videos every day. Instead, the 5 videos open up right in the first day. So if I wanted to, I could binge all 5 videos. And personally, I think that's kind of like worthwhile in some ways. Like, so they do give you like prompts if you wanted like some writing challenges, but ultimately they also want you to be working on your novel. So the 1,000 words that you should be getting every day goes towards your novel, but you can also do extra words as far as the challenges they present. For me, since we're talking about beginnings, I watched the first one yesterday, the second one this morning while I was drinking my coffee. And I think I just want to binge the other 3 tomorrow and focus on the rest of the week for doing my writing and my editing. Tomorrow there is a live show from 3 to 4 that will be recorded and I can watch later, but unfortunately I have work. My client already confirmed I saw tomorrow, so unless like something freak happens, which hopefully there won't be, I will be busy at work all day, so I won't be able to watch it live, but I will probably watch it when I get home. So that's another reason why I think I want to like binge the videos all at once so that I can enjoy the live, which is about an hour long. But so far I do enjoy the videos. They are very informative and brief, which is nice. I think the live shows are going to have a lot more depth because those are going to be like live feedback, live discussions, and I'm a little sad that I can't attend it live tomorrow, but at least I can have that to look forward to. And then the feedback show will be great. And then they have an author panel on Saturdays. So I am really excited for like those because I think those are going to be very rich. So far, I do think it's very much like a class where they have like, here's the lesson, like we have a 10 to 12 minute video, And then they have a bunch of other readings and suggested like references and stuff like that to read. And I have been looking through them, and they are good to kind of piece together like how to make a great opening so far. So I can't complain too much. I'm enjoying it. This week has been a little hectic since I have been doing another challenge video on top of this video, and I haven't been focusing on my novel itself yet, but I have the rest of the week so far, and tomorrow and Thursday I will have lots of time to write. So with that said, that's my quick check-in. I will check in at the end of the week and let you know how week 1 went. Hi friends! It is February 22nd, which is Thursday. Yesterday was a crazy work day, and I ended up not doing anything related to writing whatsoever. I kind of just lounged with my husband, watched some TV, played a few video games, and then went to bed and called it a night. So today I am trying to do my Thursday catch-up right now. I do need to make dinner. It's about 4:15. Because yesterday was a crazy day, I ended up not really like prepping anything. I stayed late, like a little bit later than normal. Normally I'm done around 3. I stayed till 3:45 today to catch up on some time. And because of that, I don't have a ton of time to like dedicate to myself like I normally would on a Thursday night, because I do need to make dinner. And I just found out. So the cool thing is, aside from your weekly prompts, right? So you have like your video, you can watch one every day. You can binge watch it in the beginning of the week. They're short videos. You have your lives. And then I just found out, because apparently I did not know this when I started, there's a whole community during this class. And it's really cool. So here, like you could see like all the different things, like the boards and stuff like that. And this is nice because this is what I was looking for. I wanted to watch class from last night, our hour-long thing. So I'm obviously going to come here and I'm going to walk on the treadmill and watch this. But like this is pretty awesome. Like we have like our own little cohort and we can talk with each other. And I definitely think, like, as somebody who is in the YouTube and the Instagram communities of like the writer world and a little bit on TikTok, I have found a very strong community of writing, but this is really cool, especially for people who don't know where to start and don't have the resources. Like the fact that we can all come together and like talk and chat is really awesome. And I'm definitely excited to see like who's in my cohort and what's going on. So I think tonight after dinner and everything, I am going to play around a little bit more on this. Plus I actually do want to like write and do other things. So I think I'm going to like that. This is going to be tonight's dedication, is just fully investing in the writing, catching up on all the videos, and like getting into the thick of this community tab that I just discovered. So yeah, very excited for this. Okay. I will check in eventually when I have more to say and kind of like maybe my week wrap up, but I did just want to hop in and mention that because that was not something I realized going into this video. Hi guys, so it is February 25th, Sunday, and I am going to close out this vlog and share with you my thoughts on week 1 of How to Write a Novel through Reedsy. So the first week definitely kind of set my expectations a little bit higher. I found, as I said in my last clip, the community tab, and it really does feel like a class. Like it reminds me of college, because like basically like when I started grad school for the second time and I did some online courses in the summer, this is what it reminds me of. Like we have like a live class with the professor, essentially, Tom Bromley. He actually talks live, like, so it is him. It's not pre-recorded. He answers questions. He's also very intensive on the platform, like the community. Like he posts all the time too. He'll answer questions. If we post something, he'll like respond to us. So it's very interactive. It's great. And I think that can be like a really crucial piece for people who are like starting out and or just like don't know where to go. Like maybe you're feeling stuck, because having somebody who's been in the field, like he's written his own novels, he's ghost written a lot, like he has a lot of experience. I want to say he said 25 years maybe, and like he's very attentive to people's needs, and he'll say like he's also working on his novel during this time, so like he's working alongside of us, but then he's also open to like helping. And like somebody had a question one time and he was like, oh yeah, let me like send it to me and we'll talk about it. So you're getting your money's worth so far with week 1. As far as my own writing goes, I did go ahead and exchange feedback with somebody in the class. So it's peer review feedback, which I like. You learn a lot through it. The guy who I had feedback with was so wonderful.
And he even was just like, oh, do you want to like Zoom it for your YouTube channel? So that was really, really nice of him. I passed just because I didn't want this vlog to be super long and I was already trying to cut it down. But I said, I'm like, hey, if we ever get partnered up again, I'm totally down to do that and we can talk it through. And I think that would be a nice piece to have in the vlog in the future. But I am very thorough with my feedback, as we know. And he was also very great. Pointed out a lot of inconsistencies I had with my first chapter. We were actually only supposed to do like 1,000 words each. We both did a chapter each, which was really nice. Like we kind of went above and beyond. But I don't think I can sustain that long term to do more than the 1,000 words because it's a lot of feedback and I am very detailed. So it took me 2 hours to do feedback today. I don't necessarily need to do that, but his feedback was really great. And I'm glad that I have that. That's an optional thing every week. But I do think if I'm feeling stuck or I feel something's like not quite right or I don't know where I'm at with something, I could always sign up and get some peer feedback. Also, Tom Bromley will do 3 people every week as well. So pretty much like the first come, first serve, whoever claims it. He did say that based on how like we have like 12 weeks, we should have 3 different people every single week. So I will probably sign up once I get a little bit more into my drafting again. I only got through the first chapter. I do need to read through the rest of the things I wrote so far so that I can start fresh and get some more words in because it's 5,000 words a week. I only have like 12,000. So like after next week, I have to like really start writing again. So next week, my goal is to get caught up on everything I've written, print out the updated outline I have, and then we're going to go hard. So overall, I had a really good first week. I was really attentive. I am very studious. So this doesn't surprise me that this is motivating me a lot to keep on top of stuff, to really work towards a goal. Like when I have homework, I got to show up for it. So I have done a lot of writing this week for the first time in months. Like I've done a lot and I've been on top of it and I've been enjoying it, which is awesome. I'm also vlogging a short story that I'm writing, and additionally, just randomly last night, I jumped on with my co-writer Kate and we went back to plotting one of our novels we kind of abandoned, which we found out we have 40,000 words for. We wrote half a novel and abandoned it 3 years ago. So, you know, that's how it goes. But we also were like, well, maybe we should really flesh this out more. And we ended up plotting for almost 2 hours last night. So whatever is going on in my brain, or if it's this course or whatever, but I am super creative right now and I am going to ride this wave as much as possible. Those are my thoughts on the course. So far, everything is really great and I'm loving it. I really can't wait to get really into the nitty-gritty stuff. And when I'm really writing consistently in the next couple weeks, I would love to see how it goes side by side and just, yeah, how my writing itself is going. So if you have any questions, let me know down below. But otherwise, guys, I'm going to close out today's vlog and I'm going to be vlogging again tomorrow when week 2 starts on the 26th. So feel free to ask me any questions you want and stay tuned. If you're interested, I will make a playlist for this and my next vlog will be up in 2 weeks. So thanks guys for watching, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.